Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run, and I am with one of my favorites, Bekah Broe from Hoka. What's your title now?
I am the Senior Director of Performance Footwear at Hoka.
That's not that hard to do. Some people have really long ones, but yours is pretty good.
I think I fudged it a little bit.
You did fudge it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with it. All right, so Hoka has some fun stuff coming out for us this year. A lot of things people have been waiting for. It's like, when is the next one coming? Finally, we can talk about it. Why don't we start with the Bondi?
Awesome. Yeah, you said it. We have a Bondi, we have a Clifton, we have a Cielo X1. So all of the bases covered. All of the bases covered this year. But starting with the Bondi, we're super, super excited for this one. So we know everyone loves max cushioning. We know they love max cushioning from Hoka. And for us, maybe just paint a picture here of some of the inspiration behind the shoe. One of the images we used on the brief for this project was actually a life jacket. Huh? When you think of a life jacket, you think of
Marty McFly?
Exactly. Okay. You think of floating, you think of security, you think of safety, stability, something that's really soft and buoyant and protective. So with the Bondi 9, we wanted to take all of those feels and pack it into an amazing update here.
The Bondi actually is the originator of what I would call that max cushion shoe.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of other brands have come along and kind of come into this space. What makes the Bondi special to this day?
Yeah. I mean, we love the Bondi for what it stands for within our lineup, but I'll say one of the biggest changes that we're excited for this season, drum roll, if you insert that, that's awesome, is the upgraded foam in the Bondi 9. So Bondi 9, everyone I hope will be very happy to know, is moving to a super critically foamed EVA.
Okay.
So updating the game here, and what that's going to offer for us is more longevity of that amazing Bondi experience. So additional cushioning, a little bit more responsiveness, everything you loved about a Bondi, but upgraded for the next generation.
And durability, you're saying?
Yeah, and durability.
All right, so is the weight gone up, down? Where's the weight?
Just over 10 ounces on this. So
okay, for a size 9?
For men's size 10.
Oh, men's size 10. Are all of our sizes for men's going to be 10?
We got size 10 across the board. Yep.
Okay, and what is it normally when we're talking about women's sizes?
Women's 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so men's 10. It's a little bit over 10, you're saying?
Yep.
All right, and it's got new cushioning. Still going to have that Bondi signature feel that people love.
Absolutely.
All right, so where are we going with this shoe if I want something in maybe a little lighter package?
Yeah, so Bondi is going to be an amazing option for someone looking for that 360 degrees of cushioning, amazing Hoka Feel Max cushioning. Another incredible update to our lineup this season, though, is going to be the Clifton 10.
Now, this is probably the most popular shoe in the Hoka lineup, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Clifton has been a massive franchise for us, 10th generation. We're super excited. I don't know if you know what a last is? Have you geeked out about last?
We know last,
yeah.
We know all about last. We had a special guest on the show. That was great. Yeah, we know all about last. But for our audience, if you want to give them an idea of what that means, because I'm guessing you're going to tell me there's a new last in the Clifton.
There is a new last for the Clifton. So the last is basically the three-dimensional foot form that determines things like the drop, the sock liner tolerance, the general fit of the upper. And for us, we know there are a lot of people who love the Clifton, a lot that's really worked well about this franchise, but a couple areas where we wanted to finesse and improve that experience for the Clifton consumer and invite new people to it for the first time. So for that new last, are you ready?
Yes.
A couple key updates here. We're increasing the drop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, up to an 8 mil drop here.
So it was 4 millimeters?
It was 5 millimeters.
5 millimeters,
yeah.
That's right.
Yep, but increasing up to an 8 mil drop, so you're going to get 3 mil more cushioning under the heel.
Okay.
A little bit more cushioning. People were in the Clifton for a long time, on your feet for a long time. The other big changes here are really going to affect the fit of the Clifton. So for us, one of the big things we wanted to adjust was the volume in the forefoot. So your lateral pinky toe is actually going to have a little bit more room to splay. Okay. A little bit more volume in the ball girth, a little refinement to the cone shape, and then a better heel fit. So all around 360 is just all these amazing enhancements to what's made a Clifton such a key part of our life.
All right, and people always love the rocker feel. So with this higher drop, does it still have like a rocker?
Yep, we still have our amazing Meta rocker here, so that's going to make sure you have that really smooth transition, but then also ensuring we have some great inherent stability medially under the Clifton, so all of those things that have been core to the DNA of the shoe are going to stay.
Great. So what's the weight on this guy?
So for the Clifton 10, I believe we are about 9 ounces, but I will gut check that for the men's 10.
All right.
Yeah.
And then what's the price tag?
We're at 150 for the Clifton 10.
All right. And you know what? I didn't ask that about the Bondi. Can I go back and ask you what price that's coming in at?
170 for the Bondi.
170?
Yeah, and that's going to launch January 15th, and then we're in April. On April 15th
so spring.
for the Clifton update.
All right, right in time for, what's in April?
Couple marathons.
Yeah, Boston, I think, is in around there.
Couple little races happening.
Yeah. Speaking of racing, though, What a transition.
That was
I'm
so
killing
good.
it. Thanks. The X1.2, the Cielo X1 was one of my favorite trainers. I didn't use it for what you guys maybe intended it for, but I loved it for like a daily trainer. I got hammered online for that because people like a $280 or $275 daily trainer is a little ridiculous. But I really did love the way this shoe rolled through my stride. I had a couple issues. Upper, laces. It looks like maybe those are fixed.
And weight. We also heard that weight was a reason why people weren't choosing the Cielo X1 to race in.
That is true.
Talk you through a few things that are hopefully going to make you and a lot of viewers out there very happy about the Cielo X1 2.0. First of all, in terms of fit, a couple things we addressed. You'll see we have a really beautiful streamlined collar construction that is slightly more traditional. So if you want a fit that's going to be a little bit more familiar to what you would have in a daily training shoe, no potential points for irritation, that's going to provide that amazing experience in the rear foot. The rest of the shoe, in terms of this upper, is going to be super, super breathable and super lightweight. So one of the key areas we reduced weight.
You can see my fingers through it.
You can, yeah. Be careful on your sock choices with this then, because they're going to show. But for us, that was another key area for us. Breathability, weight reduction, and that comfort of the collar construction here.
Also, I love it when an upper is hydrophobic for racing.
Yep.
Because that's one thing, like between sweat, water stops, whatever, you can add some ounces to your shoes.
Absolutely.
You were talking about weight. What's the weight on this baby?
Yeah, we've dropped more than an ounce. More than an ounce. So we are at 8.1 ounces in a men's 10 for the Cielo X1 2.0. So some amazing progress on the shoe.
I also noticed you kind of switched it up. It was open on the lateral side. Now we flip it over the medial side. We've got the chunk out. What was the decision there? Yeah,
talking to a lot of our athletes, we kind of realized that when you're reducing weight a little bit, when you're picking up the pace, we were truly catering a little bit more to that midfoot striker. So just wanted to really make sure we had the integrity of that landing zone on the lateral side of the foot. So for us, that's about smoothness and transition of capture when running at a little bit of a quicker pace with a little bit more supination.
So this is actually adding, it's not a stability shoe, but that's adding some stability to the
A little more capture when you're running at speed. Yeah.
All right, so we know the weight now. What's the price?
$275. Holding price on that.
All right, staying the same.
Yep.
And the drop?
So the drop's going to stay at 7 mil for us on this.
All right, what's the stack?
The stack is under WA limits, so we're at about 39 mil for the regulation sizes here. And we had some great results from athletes racing in this at fall, including the Chicago Marathon.
All right, now I know you've got some up your sleeve. What else can we take a look at?
Okay, if you liked all the changes here and everything we've talked about for spring, maybe a little teaser for people out there. We also know fast daily training is something that I know you liked the Cielo X1 for.
Yeah, I just like that feeling of being able to, like if you're having a good day, you can pick it up. If you're not having a good day, it still feels good to like kind of cruise in. I think that's where that shoe felt in, and I was like, or fell into.
Absolutely.
Like there was days where I was like, oh, I could really just pick up the pace and go if I'm feeling fresh.
Well, for us, I think one of the things we were excited to do was update the upper to the Mach X. So Mach X2 underfoot ride, we've been so excited about, wanted to make sure all of those adjustments that we learned from in the Cielo X1 2.0 came to life for that true daily speedy trainer as well. So pretty excited here, give a little sneak peek into that beautiful Mach X3. Key changes here being this really wonderful kind of woven jacquard upper construction here, breathable, lightweight, super strong, and then this collar construction that is going to be so buttery soft, so amazingly comfortable around the heel, and really help you feel locked in for those training efforts.
You know we love a jacquard over Believe in the Hunt. I'm wearing one right now. We really, this shoe, I'm going to be completely frank with you. This shoe could have been our shoe of the year. We had an internal discussion about the heel, the heel lift, and some of the irritation it caused. So to see this shoe evolve and have this heel, I can't wait to feel how this is going to feel during the run, because the ride of this shoe, and we got this after the Cielo X1, so I was like, oh, this is actually what that one should have been. So this Mach X3 is, to me, going to be a killer. Let's walk through with it being the same as the previous Mach 2 on the bottom. What are we talking about, stack height?
So in stack height, we are just over 40 mil on this one, but we have a PIBA top layer of foam, so that same amazing, super responsive, lightweight cushion foam on the top bed. The bottom bed EVA is going to act as that really amazing chassis, and then we do, of course, have an amazing TPU plate in here. That's a P-Bax. That's really going to help for that snappy feel for everyday training.
Now, it's interesting to me that you said this is higher stacked than the Cielo.
Because
I don't know, it just felt like really smooth to the ground. This cushioning under the forefoot, the bounce was perfect. I can't wait to try it with a new upper. And what's the weight on this now?
I'll have to double check on that one for you.
All right.
Yep.
And this one's coming out a little bit later than some of the other ones.
So that one's going to be in fall, just in time for training for fall marathon season.
All right. This one I'm really excited about. Price is staying the same?
Price is staying the same.
Where is it?
Yeah,
now?
180.
180, all right. Which is right in there with the Super Trainer kind of price tag. So, all right. This is exciting for those of you who had problems with the heel counter on the Mach X2. This is the solution. I think that if you couldn't try it, it just didn't work for you, oh, you're going to be excited. This one has great potential.
Reading your mind. Reading your mind on this.
Perfect. Yeah. Anything else you want to show us? Or are we all set with Hoka?
I think we're pumped for what we have in store for S25 and F25.
You always kill it. I love doing these with you. So this is what, how many years have we been doing this now?
A couple.
Yeah, a couple of years or so. I would have said 3, but if you say 2, I'll go with 2. Thank you so much, and thanks to Hoka for giving us this preview. This is exciting. We're excited to try these.